There everyone, Dr. Beth Westie here, and I do these videos just to educate women more on their health, nutrition, how you can use your whole food nutrition to really align with your body and your hormones to get and keep a better result. Where did I just put my book? Oh, I'm the author of the book, The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon, host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution, and I have a YouTube channel where you can really just look at all my archived videos. I do videos I don't know, 5 days a week on different nutrition tips, tactics, and other things that are really important for women to know about to really get the right results and keep them. I do have a challenge coming up, a 12-week challenge. We start July 1st. So in the comments, you can click the link and schedule your free call to learn more about different things you can do and whether or not it would be a right fit for you. But when I talk about carbs, one of the things that I wanted to mention here is that carbs really get a bad rap. And they're pretty much, anybody who decreases their carbs, the first week or so, you may notice, oh my gosh, I'm losing a ton of weight. This is amazing. And then you become like this hangry person and you're like, I'm not pleasant. I'm not nice to be around. But then after that, after a few weeks, women especially tend to not only stop losing weight, but they tend to gain it. And then no matter how many carbs you cut out, then once you cut out carbs, like where do you go from there, right? The reason being is that our hormonal system does not function very well with a long-term decrease of carbs. And I just wanted to talk about different types of carbs and how they affect our system. For women, especially women that are in menopause, if you're not getting enough carbohydrate and a good balance of carbs, and that's what this is a good balance of carbs, then you're really gonna struggle in terms of getting enough energy, recovering from workouts, helping your body build lean muscle, absorbing enough protein, all of this stuff. So really keep in mind that it does make a difference in terms of what kind of carb you're getting and when. And one of my favorite things for women to see when women join the 12-week challenge is they are shocked. They are like, amazed at, oh, wait, there's a bagel on here. Is that a mistake? I get to eat a bagel. I haven't had a bagel. I once had a gal tell me she hadn't had a bagel in 5 years. And I was like, oh, do you not like bagels? She's like, no, I love bagels. I was like, well, that's sad that you don't get to eat them. That's sad that you go that much time without eating what you love. I mean, it's not even fair, you know what I mean, to try and exist like that. So when we look at carbohydrates and really thinking about the impact hormonally, it's important that you get enough of the right things. So here's an example of the carbs, right? So bagel, right? These are gluten-free bagels. These are pretty good, right? Especially for gluten-free stuff. But bagels do have quite a bit of carbs. So bagels, they're going to have 49 grams of carb per one whole bagel, right? For the one whole bagel here. That's, some people are like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. Oh my, that's a lot. Well, maybe, but not if you are that active, not if you're under stress. If you are under stress or you're not sleeping well, and women in menopause or perimenopause, if your sleep is disrupted, you find yourself waking up in the middle of the night, it's going to be really hard to get that proper rest. And if you are cutting out your carbs at the same time, it really leads to a lot more weight gain and inability to lose that weight. So one of the simple things, and it sounds totally wrong. I get it. I totally get it. It sounds totally wrong that you would actually eat carbs and then your body gets the energy it needs to rev its metabolism. But that's essentially how it works. So that bagel has 49 grams of carbs. Dried blueberries, right? Oh, they're a fruit. They're lots of antioxidants, lots of nutrients, right? That's another thing that women cut out when they are trying to lose weight or they're in menopause. They're like, oh, I don't eat fruit anymore. Why? There's so much good stuff in here. So it's blueberries, right? Now blueberries, again, for a third cup of dried blueberries, there's 32 grams of carb. Now you can put these blueberries on, a smoothie bowl. You can make trail mix with them, whatever it is, or just eat them out of the bag like I do, whatever. But there's a lot of really good nutrients in here that, again, if you're not getting these carbs in, you're missing out on those micronutrients, which are really, really helpful, and all the antioxidants. So again, a third cup of dried blueberries, and then say you have some quinoa, a quarter cup of quinoa. Again, clearly I go to Costco. I love Costco. And then there's an apple, right? An apple, just a regular, medium-sized apple. But when you add up all those carbs, 33 grams for the quinoa, 25 grams, you've got 139 grams of carbohydrate for the day. And when you're looking at all of that, you're like, oh, well, that's not that much, especially if you are eating, say, around the same amount of protein a day. Say you're getting 140 grams of protein a day. Having this much carb is not a big deal. Now, if you are under a lot of stress, if you are in menopause, if you are training for something, you are actually going to need a little bit more carb to really have it be effective, to really have your body have enough energy. So many women find themselves just flatlining throughout the day. Like afternoon, evening, your energy just plummets and tanks, and you're like, oh, I got to get this going again. Maybe I need more coffee. No, you need fuel. When you have the right fuel, then you get the right results. So in the comments, I'm going to put a link where you can schedule a free call, where you can learn more about what's going to be most effective for you, what's going to be most efficient for you, what steps can you take to really utilize this information and get the best results. And oftentimes, again, carbs get such a bad rap. They get like, they're like the redheaded stepchild of nutrients, because people are like, oh, if I cut out carbs, then I lose weight. Well, you're actually not losing weight, right? You're not actually dropping your body fat percentage. For women, it takes a lot longer than just a couple of weeks to really shift and change your body fat percentage. And when you change your body fat percentage, that means that you are actually getting and keeping a better result. Weight loss for women is totally different than weight loss for men, which, again, I talk about that in my book. I teach that in detail, in depth. We deep dive into those different tactics in the 12-week challenge that I have. So we are starting July 1st. If you are looking for something that's going to align with your lifestyle and using whole food nutrition, then this is really going to be the right next step for you. You know, I talk about some supplements that are only the right fit for you, but I don't talk about adding in some crazy things. Holy cow, side note, I have to tell you this. I had a friend who, she was like, okay, I'm really trying this different thing. And I was like, totally cool. You know, I'm always supportive of my friends when they want to try something different. She's trying this different fat loss technique. And this person that she was chatting with recommended a specific supplement. Now, my friend actually sent me the supplement because she had such a bad reaction to it. She said that she was up for over 18 hours, paranoid, just couldn't calm down, couldn't sit down, running around her apartment, just like felt like she was tweaking out. She's like, I don't understand. Oh, my heart's beating so fast. I feel like I'm crawling out of my skin, da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, this supplement has a ridiculous amount of caffeine, and it's got some other stuff in it that also revs up your body, meaning like your heart rate and stuff. Is that going to get you to burn fat? Well, maybe if you don't sit down all day and your body's tweaking out, but that's not healthy. How are you supposed to do that? She's like, I can't take it. That was just one day, one experience that she had. I was like, yeah, that's not healthy. She's like, I'm scared. It took me a really long time to try and sleep. It messed up my sleep for a few days because she was so amped up. And then she came off this adrenaline crash. It's really, really rough. And the stuff that's out there for women when they talk about, oh, lose fat, and they're all, oh, it's, you know, like it's going to happen really fast. If you really want lasting results, you can use your whole food nutrition. Eat stuff that you love. Eat bagels. I love bagels. And when you can incorporate food that you love, you get to actually stay on track with it long term and not have any negative results from it. So that's what I just wanted to share for you, with you. Again, I work with women all over the world. And there's stuff even in different countries sometimes that I have to look it up because they don't even allow some of those things in the US in terms of supplements, you know, in terms of some things that women take. So I have to do research on it, but I've seen it all. So if you've ever been on stuff that you're like, oh my gosh, this was terrible for me, or I had really bad reactions to it, I totally understand. But there are definitely ways that you can use your whole food nutrition, eat carbs, eat delicious, yummy carbs and fruit, and lose weight and teach your body to drop its body fat percentage. Again, working with your hormones, working with your system. So I'll put that link below this video in the comments where you can schedule a free call, totally free, no obligations, just to learn more about things you can do with your body, your health, your food to really rev your metabolism and drop your body fat percentage. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. If you found this helpful, I would so love and appreciate you sharing this message with somebody that you know that could use it. Women's health, women's nutrition is always pushed to the back burner. And women just don't know about this stuff because it's not common. So my mission is just to educate women more and get this information out there of tools, easy things that you can do every day that are going to get you to your goals a heck of a lot faster and easier. So you could help me with my mission by sharing this information. I would so love, love, love that. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys later.